Hey guys and girls, hope you're surviving this chilly January. Here's another tip video. So I sometimes get social anxiety. If you have it, I'm sure you know the feeling. You're about to go to a party or some event and you're pumping yourself up, dressing your best, doing some cheesy winks and hey, how you doing girl? In the mirror. You're anxiously awaiting to get to the place and you're just thinking about what you're going to say and how you'll introduce yourself, and when you finally get there, it all goes wrong. You introduce yourself without confidence. You worry if your handshake is too limp or too firm. You laugh nervously, your eyes dart away. You have this absolute dread that every word coming out of your mouth is utter rubbish and you're convinced you sound like an absolute moron. Before you know it, you've convinced yourself that whoever you've been talking to thinks that you must be on ketamine and you just can't get out of the funk. You just can't. You're in too deep. Sweat trickling down your back, heart pounding, you just want to get out of there. Well, I'm sure you get what I'm saying. Again, as is the way of anxiety, your mind and your body is telling you that this is a dangerous situation and you need to get out, which it obviously isn't. Unless the party is a drug dealer's house, of course, or something. But it's so debilitating at times. I mean, even I can get really on edge around my friends, and I'm constantly worrying what they think of me. I really hate how many times I've cancelled things because of this dreaded anticipation of fear of things are going to go wrong. But I found a really great way to deal with social anxiety, and the source is unlikely. My solution came from dating advice. Yep, dating. I watched a lot of vids about how to approach women and be confident, and it was fascinating. The guys have what they call approach anxiety, which you can imagine is the fear and trepidation of approaching the girl they're going to try and make moves on. But there is an amazing and really simple technique to help conquer it. It's what they call the state shift. The idea is really simple. Before we start any engagement or conversation, we're usually all in our heads. Yep, up in our noggins. Overanalyzing and generally building up the fear. Have you ever had a conversation with a mate and you're just so engrossed with it that you don't really realise time passing? You're simply talking, you're just in the moment, and the conversation's easy. What we need to do is attempt to achieve the same effect, that same way of being, or to shift our state from that of one which is analytical and thoughtful to that of playful and in the moment. So this can be used for any time you're going to go out and you're worrying about it. Okay, so check it. Instead of just jumping headfirst into a conversation or event with lots of people, we slowly, in the space of say 30 minutes, engage in low pressure social situations. Let me give you an example of how the technique works. I'm going out to a bar with my mate and I'm worrying about it. I'm on the train, my skin feels clammy and this sucks. Let's shift our state. Firstly, I will ask a stranger, "Excuse me, do you have the time?" Now why is this simple question so powerful? Because it's a really low investment conversation. You're investing very little time and energy and there's literally barely any fear of getting rejected. Unlike a party where you're going to be stuck with that person or stuck in that environment. Okay, continuing. We ask them the time, they give it to us, we say thanks. So you need to find out the place you're going. Find a stranger, doesn't matter if he or she knows the address or not, and just ask, "Excuse me, do you know where it is?" Okay, the interaction is a bit longer this time. Great, you say thanks and off you go. There's a local shop nearby and you need to get some gum. When you go to buy it, I simply ask the stranger, "How are you?" They tell me and it's great. I'm starting to get into the flow. I'm thinking less, I'm engaging with the present more. You go get a coffee, same thing. Ask directions and compliment, then dress sense, same thing. These constant small social conversations bring you out of your mind and into the here and now. By slowly increasing the time and length of each interaction, you find yourself in a far more social and present state of being. So there it is guys, and I promise you this has helped me so much. I used to fear going out to a party a lot, and I still do, but now I know how to act upon it. So as I try and leave my house, I think of 5 little engagements I can have along the way to my destination. And normally by the time I rock up, I'm like, yeah, this is going to be fun. I've completely shifted from being inward and nervous to being outward and confident. In fact, I've now made it a routine of mine to ask the cashier how they are every time I buy something. Firstly, people rarely appreciate them, and as a former cashier, I know simple "how's your day" can really make your day. And secondly guys, it's just great practice. The more you do it, the more easily you can slip into conversation and start shifting your state. Brilliant guys, hope you have a great day and do try it out if you get the chance. Peace.